This heartbreaking story has captured the attention of many. An 11-year-old boy was tragically shot while simply playing a childhood prank. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this a case of self-defense or an unjustifiable act of violence? New developments in the case of Julian Guzman, the young boy fatally shot in Houston, are shedding light on the details, and the debate is far from over. Julian Guzman, an 11-year-old, was playing ding-dong ditch with his cousin when the unthinkable happened. The suspect, 42-year-old Army veteran Gonzalo Leon Jr., appeared in court Wednesday morning for a bond hearing. The judge set his bond at a staggering $1 million, reflecting the gravity of the charge, murder. Prosecutors emphasized the seriousness by pointing out that this was a case where someone allegedly took the life of a child simply for knocking on their door. What makes this case even more compelling is the emergence of new evidence. Prosecutors have obtained crucial eyewitness accounts, and notably, a video recorded on Julian's own cell phone. The footage captures the entire sequence, from the innocent door knock to the horrifying moment Julian was shot and collapsed while trying to escape. Harris County District Attorney Sean Tier expressed the emotional weight of reviewing such evidence, saying, "I unfortunately have had to watch countless recordings and surveillance of people in their last moments. When you talk about an 11-year-old dying, that's some of the most horrific evidence I can imagine." Julian's cousin, who was with him during the incident, provided a description of the suspect's clothing and his location in the backyard. The child shared with family members, "I didn't know what to do, but I wish I could have done more," highlighting the trauma experienced by those involved. Assistant District Attorney John Brewer confirmed that all available evidence, including some details still under investigation, was presented to the judge. He stressed transparency, noting that both prosecution and defense acknowledged the current limits of the evidence. Interestingly, Brewer mentioned that the boys were using social media before the prank, though he refrained from elaborating further on this point. The investigation remains active, and there is a possibility that charges against Leon could be upgraded if new evidence justifies it. Brewer explained that the best time to consider such changes is before the case proceeds to a grand jury. Additionally, court discussions touched on a disputed past charge against Leon in Guadalupe County, which was disclosed to the judge but remains contested. Leon was arrested Tuesday morning by Houston police and charged with murder. According to court documents, he initially declined to answer questions on the night of the shooting and has remained silent since his arrest. The documents also allege that Leon fired a warning shot into the ground before shooting Julian as the boy ran away down the sidewalk. The tragic event occurred just before 11 p.m. on Saturday, August 30th, on Racine Street near Mimbro and Fidelity Streets in East Houston. Police reports indicate that a group of children had been knocking on doors when Leon opened fire. HPD homicide detective Sergeant Michael Cass described the scene. A witness says someone ran out of that house and was shooting at the kids running down the street, and unfortunately, sadly enough, one of the boys, who was 11 years old, was shot in the back. Julian was rushed to the hospital with multiple gunshot wounds, but was pronounced dead the following day. In a recent interview with CBS News, police revealed that Julian and his cousin had rung the doorbell twice before, but it was the third attempt that triggered the shooting. This case has ignited a nationwide conversation about Texas's self-defense laws. Prosecutors firmly argue that the shooting was unprovoked and unjustifiable. District Attorney Tier stated, "There is no way that little boy was posing a threat, and he was running away on a public street. This is not stand your ground. This is not manslaughter. This is murder." Tier also reflected on the profound impact of this tragedy, saying it has devastated two families. One lost a little boy before he even got to start his life, and another has a father and husband facing life in prison because of one angry act. He used the case to emphasize the critical importance of responsible gun ownership, keeping firearms away from children, using them only when legally justified, and securing them properly to prevent theft. That responsibility does not include drawing down or shooting an 11-year-old in the back while he's running away," he added. Neighbors remain in shock, struggling to comprehend how a harmless prank could lead to such a devastating outcome. One resident told KHOU 11, "What harm could they have done? Playing with a doorbell? That's the part that really kind of hurts the heart." Another neighbor remarked, "Kids are just being kids. I feel like we've all played these ding-dong ditch games." Looking ahead, Leon is scheduled to return to court on October 21st. Prosecutors plan to continue reviewing all evidence, including the cell phone video, before presenting the case to a grand jury. Meanwhile, a memorial for Julian continues to grow outside the home where the shooting took place. His mother left a heartfelt message. "I love you, Julian. You will always be in my heart. Rest in peace, baby. Mom." To support the Guzman family during this difficult time, a GoFundMe account has been set up. This tragic incident raises difficult questions about the boundaries of self-defense and the responsibilities that come with gun ownership. Was this a moment of justified fear or an avoidable tragedy fueled by anger? What do you think? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below.